Hello guys, how's it going? So this is gonna be my first Let's Build, and I think I'm gonna do a Let's Build just because I enjoy the building aspect of this game rather than the survival aspect of this game. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel more comfortable just building in general. So, and this is my first time ever. I don't know, having two different viewpoints. Of course, the second one's gonna come later on in the video, but yeah, this is new, and same thing with my first video on the survival. I'm just trying out new things, seeing how long things take to record, stuff like that, to see how I can put more in the video without the the boring parts in the video. So I think for this Let's Build, I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know if I want to do a series like I want to do a town, or if I'm just gonna do random buildings and just upload them. But I think for now I'm gonna do a actual like Let's Build series instead of just a Let's Build a castle or Let's Build a, I don't know, pyramid or something like that. Um, so in this one, I wanted to do kind of a modern style in an old school environment type of feel, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. And so this is my draft because I didn't really enjoy the wood, as you could see me tearing that down right now, and I put gray concrete instead. So what I used for this build was gray concrete. Of course I used the quartz, and I also tear that down, the gray concrete that you see right now, just because I felt that there was too much white in the building. I felt like that, I don't know, it just didn't flow right to me. I really like the foundation, which was a smooth stone. Uh, I like the I like the blocks, right? But I don't like their their I don't like how much there is of quartz, if that makes sense. So I changed it out for terracotta, cyan terracotta, and then instead I use the quartz as pillars instead of the actual entire um, house. So I use the gray concrete for the roofs, and then I use the cyan, and I use some spruce as well. So I wanted to kind of separate two. I want to separate the spruce from the cyan. So that's why I used two different walls, and I try to make squares of those walls, so it wasn't just one wall was wood, one wall was cyan. Because you'll see me, I'll use the cyan in a bit right now. I'll use it around uh, this left part right here. So I'm taking out the pillars, and this is my first time really using two accounts to make one video. Uh, I mean, I'll see how it works. So far, I think the process was pretty cool, and it turned out pretty smooth. So I think there's just some little things we gotta tweak. Uh, but besides that, I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed recording this. Kind of took me off of the me not wanting to play the survival for a little bit. I'll probably get back into it, but yeah. So I used the cyan for this entire part of the back, but I kind of didn't like that there was this just straight rectangular piece to the back. So I wanted to just uh, tear that down and instead put wood. So that's what I used here. And like I said, the whole cyan wrapped around to the left, and I used the kind of like square little squares here and then, just kind of expanded on terrain for a little bit, and then I just kept going. Use the gray concrete for the roofs, and if you could see, I went from the whole pillar from the very bottom to the very top to the next layer to show that that those pillars actually did support the entire structure. So you see I'm just changing the other side over here. Um, and like I said, this is my first time ever using to like one account for a camera. So I'll probably just learn some stuff here and there, kind of make some good angles on when I should build, because I felt like this angle is kind of too far. Um, but yeah, I'll get better throughout me just playing around. I really wish it was kind of closer, but now I'm gonna do the second story. So I was thinking, okay, I'll just expand the gray concrete, but then I was like, wait, I should probably use the a different type of flooring. And then up here, I usually, if in rich areas, you see their fences, or not their fences, but their railings are glass. Usually, then maybe their stairs, the railings are glass. So I try to use a kind of glass-like railing. And if you could see, I expanded on this cyan uh, wall, or yeah, like room, I guess you would call it, on top as well. And I'll do that for the wood as well. So of course it'll follow the same. It's like a cake. It'll follow the what's on the bottom. And then I usually will put in my buildings a lot of windows just to attract a lot of natural light, so I don't have to use that much lighting inside. But um, yeah, I just feel like whenever I put a wall, I'll usually just break it out with a window, just because I kind of just feel it feels more spacious. And also you feel like you're not trapped inside. So yeah, so I did a lot of just little boring parts from the back, just to quickly just do everything real fast. And then I decided to put some plant pots, and I decided to also, just because I feel like it'll get repetitive just seeing uh, these kind of flower pots, plant pots, whatever you want to call it. I put a sugar cane in the middle, just so it doesn't feel like everything is, because I will put a lot of plant pots as well wherever I put windows. And sometimes I'll forget to slash set time day. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't bother anybody. And for these walls, I was very thinking what I should do, right? Because I just feel plain. So I put some fence gates, not fence gates, some just fencing on the side to make it kind of like a corner stuff. I put some walls. I think those were the new nether stone walls. I don't even know what they're called, to be honest. I wasn't happy with it, so then I decided to do kind of archway, and I was really actually happy with it. I was playing around with it, just seeing what would look good. I decided on a very simple-ish um, archway, and then I put some fence gates opened, just to give something new to the building. Put some anvils, just trying to see what worked. Decided on a uh, I don't even know what you would call that. Just just something to break it up. And I mean, so far it looked good, but you still have kind of, whenever I build, I would want to make your eye focus on different things, right? So adding the plants just really helped change the color, first of all, because there was a lot of gray in this building. Of course there's white, but it's mostly white, gray, and maybe some black. So I wanted to change it up with the spruce. That's why I added some spruce, and I also added different uh, trapdoors. So instead of just using the same trapdoors over and over, I used the dark wood trapdoors. These corner bits were a little bit tricky, but I think at the end they also came out really good. Uh, And then right here, I forgot that it was nighttime. I was so focused on trying to figure out this corner. So, but yeah, it's kind of the same thing. It was a upside down stair with a trapdoor on top of that. Next to the trapdoor would be a half slab, and then under the half slab would be a trapdoor, and then stairs. Or if the wall was too long, I would put where the stairs were a block. So upside down stairs, trapdoors, half slab, and then stairs again. Of course, same thing, just plant pots, some anvils, some plants, and then a different trapdoor. Uh, let's see what else. Okay, so this part, of course, I didn't finish the back. So I just quickly did the back. But on a quick side note, so when I was doing this, the spruce and the cyan terracotta really matched. It was really good. It matched. Uh, there was a difference in colors, but when I got to the actual spruce, I forgot that I used spruce. Uh, so if I use spruce and spruce, you wouldn't see, unless you got close to it, you would see just a different shape in the spruce. So I had to use a different type of wood. And at the end, I'll show you guys right here, but at the end, I ended up with, I think, dark wood. So yeah. And of course, everything was the same. It was just a different color wood, of course. Um, and then I stuck with instead of the dark wood trapdoors for the side panels, I use spruce. I still use spruce just because the texture on the trapdoors has some like iron in it. So yeah, so you could see here I used a different type of wood. I think that also came out pretty good. It breaks the eye into seeing something different. So I was really happy with it. And then of course it rained. It rained a lot uh, in this video. Unlucky, but what could you do? So yeah, once more, the camera was a little bit too far. Uh, Next time I will 100% fix that. But yeah, same thing at the back. I used sugarcane just to kind of break it up instead of using plant, plant, plant. Of course, flower, plant, flower, whatever. I use sugarcane, and I think it'll come up right now. Yeah. So just something different, something new, and of course the end rods where the pillar was pointing basically. So that's why I didn't put any end rods on the side of that end rods basically. So same thing with corner. I really enjoy the corner. It looked really nice. And yeah, of course windows everywhere because I love windows. I think my one mistake when building is I make the outside and I also detail the outside, but I don't break up my rooms. So it's just, I think you could even see inside right here. It's just empty inside. Nothing's, nothing's, there's no rooms basically. It's just one big room. So I think and at the very end, I'm kind of just stuck, uh, not knowing or maybe squishing things too much. So I think the next time I build, I'll try to actually just put everything on my layout, everything. So when I start detailing, you know, but I feel like if I just build without detailing, I start getting bored as well. So that's why I have to detail. I don't know, it's just how my brain works. I just get bored of just building, layouts basically. So right here, it was too long. So I used an actual full block. Then I used just a half slab, and then I just put trapdoors all the way. It looks, in my honest opinion, looks pretty good. So I was like, whatever. Uh, it looked pretty good. I think next time maybe also don't want every house to be this palette, right? Which is the quartz, the gray concrete, the cyan, the spruce. I kind of want, maybe add some sandstone, some green terracotta, something different, just to break everything apart. Maybe I will sometimes use the same materials for houses, but I would really like to just get out my comfort zone, because my favorite color is, very dark colors, very white, gray, black. Those are my favorite colors. I like using that because it feels safe to me, right? You kind of don't it you don't mess up that much. So I was done with the outside, and I decided to just start doing the inside. And as you see, it looks kind of squished. Of course, it was raining again, and but yeah, it looks squished, right? It looks too squished in there. And if I planned out my entire house instead of just planning out the outside, I think this house would have been better. I mean, there's still a good amount of space, to be honest. But yeah, I would like to have a little bit more space next time I build. And then also, as you see, the floor and the ceiling are the same wood. It's the same wood, and I always try to change them up, just because I feel like that's repetitive for me. But I didn't. I just kind of just changed the I put half slabs, just because I usually make my wall 7 and I made these 6, so I had to improvise and make slabs. So I was testing out. I was either doing smooth, maybe a different wood, but at the very end I got quartz. So quartz half slabs. I mean, they look nice, especially with the sea lanterns. They look really nice. So that's what I was doing, just kind of changing everything up. And yeah, I mean, so far I really enjoyed this house. There's a good amount of detail in it, and then I had to adjust the camera a little bit. But yeah. And then on the inside, even though everything looks messy, just because one wall is cyan, one wall is spruce, I made it an effort to change it up later on, or maybe just keep it the same. You want to have a nice cozy house, and so maybe keeping it wood would just be better, keeping it just one type of wood. But yeah, so I changed perspectives, went to first person, and just changing stuff inside. Oh, that's kind of too fast. But yeah, so I was just doing the inside, changing the sea lanterns, changing everything real quick, and just actually making the rooms look nice. But yeah, so I managed to make the house, right? This is what it looks like. Right? So I did this part, right? Okay, good. So what I did was just that, 2 stairs upside down, 2 half. If it was too long, I would have a block. Alright? Oh, I didn't get it. Put it there. Put them like that. But because this is okay on space. Okay, well, I would do that. I would just put 2 trapdoors at the very end. So I don't know why, but dang the weather in this game. And then to just finish it off, trapdoor there, trapdoor under. Like that. See? So that's what I did. I'll do it again. 2 2 stairs upside down, slab, slab. If it's longer, you put a block. If it's not, stairs, oh, stair, and then trapdoors. Trapdoor on top of the stair and at the bottom of the half slab. Like that. There you go. Pretty simple. So for the wood one, I wanted to make it stand out a little bit more. Oh yeah, I have to put the anvils. Whoops. So for the anvils, it's just the way that you're looking, so I put them this way. And I put a trapdoor on top. Like that. Parallel, you know what, actually, why not? I'll just do it on here. Oops. Fall through. Trapdoor, trapdoor, and then on the sides, actually, I forgot. 2 steps. Very important steps. The gates. And then the opposite wood, the darker wood, like that. And then of course I'll put flowers, but I'll do that a little bit later. Like that. You can't put it there because of the trapdoor there. I could take it off, but I don't know. Maybe I'll play around with it. Okay, so for this, I just use a darker wood. I just need that, and of course that. So I would do same thing, exact same thing. Upside down stairs, half slabs, then oops, the trapdoors. If it's too long, blocks. Then I would do the upside down. No, actually I wouldn't. I would do just the actual block like that. So see here, the upside down block. I mean the half slab. Sorry, my bad. Stair, trapdoor, half slab full, half slab, then trapdoor. I guess I could put these there. I don't really need to. But why not, right? Why not? Whatever way I made the pillars, I put the end rod. So then it looks like that. So for this, I don't think, I mean I could, ooh, I actually put the wrong, for this one I put the wrong, must be these. There we go. How does that look? I don't think anyone's gonna notice too much. I just want to make some detail to these walls. They look bland. Now they don't look as bland, but they still look pretty bad. In my opinion. I could do better. In my opinion. I didn't finish the top, so let's finish that real quick. There we go. Alright, so it looks kind of weird there, but it doesn't matter, whatever. The front does look a little bit bland, but let's just change that up. Okay. So I actually don't know how long this video is going to be either, so I should probably hurry up. I made the house. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of little things that I'll probably change here and there. Wow. Like I'll add, I think, this to the top. If I could can actually do it. Oops. Like that. Okay. There we go. And then I'll fill in all of this later, but that's kind of how the house is. And of course I just made these red markers so I know that this is kind of the limit of where in the beginning the camera could reach. So I'll just get rid of that. But yeah. This is the house I made. I don't think I'll get to the interior because the interior I will spend a lot of time on. I don't think enough time. We'll see how the episode is right now. I think I've been recording for a while. Yeah, 7 minutes already. Plus, I gotta add all of my clips. Hopefully go by fast. Right? You know what? Just work on the interior, just because the interior for me takes a long time. Of course, there's 2 walls as well. It's gonna be awkward working with 2 rooms, especially because the next one over, this wouldn't be it, right? I mean, this looks fine, but like having this, like, I guess it doesn't matter really, to be honest. This area, 1, 2, 3, of course 4. I think this will be the stairs. Okay, let's do the stairs at least today. Okay, we're gonna make them spruce just because of trapdoors. This trapdoor, honestly, is one of the best things that's ever added to Minecraft. I feel like I've used trapdoors more than they should honestly be used. Actually, honestly, hold on. Honestly, I kind of like that as well. Like it's kind of floating a little bit. Look at that. Tell me you don't like that. It just looks awkward, right? Like that. I don't hate it. Gotta admit, I don't hate it. Though, I cannot go up there. Now I can, okay. Just gotta make sure I can get up there. Yes, 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 okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. Boom, perfect. Because watch, the other thing you can do, whoops, not that. Oops. Do these walls. So when you go up, you don't fall off. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. This looks nice. And of course, if I wanted to, I could do. that. There you go, see? I mean, the up here is not, it's not even complete. So, like I said, I'm probably gonna do this in another time, another episode. I don't know if maybe I'll, like I said, I'm just trying to learn a little bit, just editing, recording, new ways recording, because I introduced the camera. This is the first time I ever used a camera. So it was a bit strange. It's probably going to be a bit strange editing everything together because I'm going to have to make a audio by itself. So that's going to be a little bit different. But I honestly like building way more than just playing survival. So I don't know, I feel like I sometimes have an eye for building some okay structures. Maybe I get inspired here and there, but yeah, and I would say I'm somewhat good at landscaping as well, so that's another plus. But yeah, let's do one more quick little overview of what we did today. Hopefully next time I hop on, we can do the interior. And maybe, no, I think we're just gonna finish the interior because I don't think I'm gonna have time to make a second house. I didn't finish the top. Uh, I will finish the top later. But yeah, hopefully we can make this sort of new, modern, old school type-ish build. Of course, we're gonna use like all of this land, you know. I'm still gonna, of course, do the survival let's play, but I feel, I don't know. I feel like I like building way more. I just have more freedom, but I still like playing survival. So yeah. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. Or this is gonna be the first episode of this, which is Let's Build. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess I'll see you around.